Hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. Yash, what's up?
Hey, all good.
Really? Is it all good? Nothing has happened in the last 1 week, and
Yeah.
we've been doing this for like last 3 weeks because our producer insisted we shouldn't take a break.
Mm.
And he said that a lot of transfers will happen, so you'll have enough to talk about.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything because no transfer is happening.
Maybe he thought just like himself will be a lot of players transferring.
All right, we have a new producer, Snehil, and
Woohoo!
let's see if he's going to send us transfer gossip
Yeah.
from time to time. I had to scour the earth to find something
Mm.
to talk about today, and I came across this gem
Uh-huh.
from Usain Bolt.
Wow.
So do you know Usain Bolt played in Australia for a team called Central Coast Mariners 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, there was a big hype around it, and
Yes. But Usain Bolt didn't do well. He failed.
obviously, I mean,
But like on American Independence Day, on the 4th of July, there's news that comes out
right?
where Usain Bolt has taken a swipe at the standard of Australian football. so this is the news. I'm reading it off Fox, but the 8-time Olympic gold medalist has popped up in a recent interview criticizing the level of football he played against during his 2-month stay in the A League, and he reckons he probably would have been better playing in Europe
Wow.
rather than A League. So there's so many questions I have. Yash,
Yes.
is he deluded?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing he can judge a professional footballer at the level of the A League is how fast that footballer can run. He can probably say that that particular footballer or footballers in the A League in general are not very quick. But I mean, from the little that I've seen in all these celebrity matches that Usain Bolt plays in Manchester and London
Yep.
or wherever, he's not very good compared to even the 50-year-old legends that come and play
Ye-
against him or with him.
Definitely. And I thought it was just Puma basically putting him in all the
Yeah,
clubs.
I thought it was just a gimmick, and
Clearly, he doesn't think so. So after he left the Central Coast Mariners, he
Right.
made an admission saying that it was a little bit harder than what he was expecting.
okay.
But clearly, a time has changed his opinion.
Wow.
And he now thinks that it is not he who the problem is. It's the
Right.
league which was the
Wow.
problem.
Maybe he thinks that he'll do better in gegen pressing or somewhere where there's high intensity football and less skill based.
You think 4
approach.
years ago, if he was being coached by Erik ten Hag in Ajax, he would be moving to Manchester United now?
100%.
Why? Come on. That's not a very hard thing to...
Yeah, and him being a Manchester United fan, I'm sure it would have been all over his social media that this happened, that happened as a child. I love Beckham and so on.
He does love Beckham, no?
Yeah, he does.
And Manchester United is his favorite club.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, God. So it gets funnier. It says, when I retired from track and field, I didn't want to stay in Europe because of the media. I went to Australia, but the level of football there wasn't good. I should have stayed in Europe. After a year of trial, I just said, you know what, let's just move on from that. So I moved on. He is a humble person,
Very.
if
I mean,
anything.
we know with all his bling and all his showing off how humble he is.
All right. Talking of bling, Christian Eriksen, the turnaround, he's verbally agreed.
Oh,
So he's not
God.
yet signed, but
Right.
he's verbally agreed that he'll go to Old Trafford.
Man,
Why are you so underwhelmed with this? I don't see you like going gaga about this on WhatsApp.
no, I don't know. Maybe this is going to take time. There's a big bureaucracy at Manchester United, and there's some MBA kid coming up with like a 12-tiered system
What?
of a transfer, like where first they're keeping tabs, then they're very interested, then they've met the representatives, and so maybe we are at like the 50%, whatever the sixth level.
He's verbally agreed. I didn't realize this, but some of the stats which said Christian Eriksen has the second highest assists
Right.
in Premier League over the last 7-8 years or whatever, just behind Kevin De Bruyne, and he hasn't played in Premier League for 2.5-3 years.
Maybe, I don't know. That stat might be contentious or. Well, we know that at Tottenham, Pochettino had a very thin squad, so he was playing almost
Every day.
every game, and he had Harry Kane in front of him, so he might have been the last touch before it went to Kane and scored.
Oh,
He
that
scored.
way. We're still not
Yeah.
crediting with the stats. Somehow
Yeah.
the ball touched him.
Yeah, I mean he's a fine player, but I mean it seems a little curated, this particular stat where they're picking the certain years where he's second, I guess.
But off late, every piece of information that's coming out of United is so curated. Have you seen the training videos of Erik ten
Oh,
Hag?
man.
That is not good enough. Clearly, no other manager
Well-
in the history of the world
Hmm.
has ever told that to his players. Why is this getting so much footage? Are you
Yeah,
guys?
because social media engagement, bro? He's like the hottest coach in the world. So
No, he's not. That's Nagelsmann.
no, by hottest I mean hottest in the social media terms. Like he gets the
Oh.
most amount of clicks, not physical appearance.
This is not Nagelsmann. That's my man Mourinho. Come on.
No, Mourinho. Come on, Mourinho
He's
has
old now.
Mourinho has plateaued. is what-
Acha.
That should be the right word.
Fine. Who is the hottest coach in the world?
It is Eric Ten Hag. That's why you have training videos that are seen by like
No, not social media wise. I'm asking who is the hottest in terms of the
Physical
looks.
appearance.
The looks we were
Ooh.
talking about.
I don't know. I think Villa Boas used to be good looking back in the day.
Yeah, but after Dakar Rally, he's tanned
He's
way
tanned.
beyond required.
Oh, God knows.
Patrick Vieira.
Patrick Vieira looks
Yeah.
sharp.
Yeah, he does look sharp.
Yeah.
Who else? Okay, let's stick to Premier League only. Since we're doing this, Pep, no, I just
Yeah.
don't. Klopp, no. Klopp looks
dental
happy.
hygiene, man.
Yeah, Klopp just looks like that old man from It, but a happy version.
Okay.
All right, who else is there? Not Thomas Tuchel. He looks malnourished.
Dude, we are not going through 20 men and judging. Wow, what are we like?
We have nothing else to talk about, so just go get on with it. Fine. I think Mourinho, Ancelotti. Those are the ones.
Yeah.
They were rustic.
olden goldies.
Yeah, rustic charm they are. All right. Okay. So Christian Eriksen is coming in. I didn't realize this because I finally read up something about football,
Right.
and I didn't realize the Premier League is implementing the 5 substitutes rule from this season.
Oh yeah, they are.
So Christian Eriksen is a great signing then.
Yeah, right. As I mentioned maybe a couple of weeks back that Manchester United need a lot of players to make up the numbers because a lot of players are just leaving on
Yeah.
freeze. So
All right. Talking of players leaving, Cristiano Ronaldo spends 1 year at Manchester United, and he says, "I don't think we are going to win the Premier League." What did he think when he joined Manchester United?
yeah, United was second, and clearly he was not watching the Premier League. So he thought, yeah, maybe I'll go there, score a few goals. My mate Varane is coming. This new kid Sancho is there. So yeah, he thought maybe we'll just
Why does he want to
storm the league.
leave? Why does he want to leave?
because
What could be his
I don't
motivations?
think he can take the Europa League anthem, man.
Eh.
Those
Bangers. Why can't he just take the?
He'll just that's his kryptonite, I think so.
You think
cannot
he
handle it?
really? Come on, there has to be more than that. It can't be that he just wants to play Champions League football and he's going to leave.
But why not? I mean, Manchester United are nowhere close to winning the league. It's a big rebuild project. He's 37 years old. Even if he liked the club and was patient, I don't think his time is on his side. If he finds the right club, I mean, Bayern unfortunately don't want him. PSG is whatever it is, but yeah, if he goes to a slightly better club with a better chances of silverware, he'll just add to his.
Wow, PSG
cupboard.
really. So now there'll be Mbappe, Neymar, Messi,
yeah.
and Ronaldo,
Yeah,
and
so
they'll get out of round of 16. So,
fair enough, as long as he wins the league and so on.
so what do you make of these rumors of him going to Chelsea? Because Todd Bowley, he met George Mendes.
It'll be terrible, but I wouldn't hate it. It's not the worst club he could go to.
Really? Okay, what would be the worst club?
I think Barca would be the worst club. And
They can't afford it.
yeah, but they have great ambitions.
Dude, they can't. Oh, I have something about Barcelona. So funny it is. So Mo Salah extends his contract with Liverpool. The
Yes.
sporting director of Liverpool flies to Greece, and Salah makes the effort to just look from his sunbed and say, "Yes, I'm staying over." Thing. But the funny part was, and it seems Barcelona told Salah's agent, "Keep us posted on updates of his contract extension at Liverpool." The Bikhari club is now
Oh man,
told Salah's agent, we can't pay him the salary.
right?
We can't pay Liverpool any transfer fees for sure.
Oh God,
We can't pay you your fees.
yeah,
But please keep us updated.
man. There must be some multinational crime lord who's like promised them that I'll pay them in hard cash in some third world country. The players, something of that sort must be going.
Dude, why are they doing this?
I don't know.
And talking about Barcelona and how poor they are.
Yeah.
The rumor,
Mhm.
I don't know if Frankie de Jong actually wants to come to United. I think over
He
the
may
last
not, but I think Eric
over
Ten Hag
the-
is the only pull.
over the last 3 weeks we've discussed that probably it'll
Yeah.
get done. But now it
The update.
seems they are holding him hostage
Mhm.
for unpaid salaries.
Yes.
And that is why he probably cannot move, because he
Yes.
will lose out on like 10 million, which is like 70
I
crores.
think it's more. It's like it's a fortune that he'll have to forego. So unless Manchester United decide to pay him,
It's around 30 million. I
yeah,
heard.
around 30 million. So 30 million is big money. And if they, I mean,
Hey.
no sane person will forego this.
But for him to get 30 million at Barcelona, that means he hasn't been paid for 2 years now.
No. So the thing is, when the pandemic struck,
They cut his salary.
they cut everyone's salary, and they were promised. The players were promised that your salary will be increased and you'll be compensated in the coming seasons, post-pandemic seasons, whatever.
And that.
So so obviously, if he's going to transfer, I think Barca are going to say no, we can't afford it. Blah blah. Bye bye. You're not a problem. But clearly, Frankie is like, hey, I took a salary cut back then. If you're going to get rid of me, then you have to pay me this money or find a way to pay me. So that's the.
I heard rumors that it seems Barcelona are doing all this so that they can actually finalize plans of getting players in. Because if the other clubs find out that United have paid them like 60, 70, whatever, they'll be like, yeah, pay us the money.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is going to solve a lot of problems for them, including reducing their salary so that there's a cap in the La Liga. So this will create it'll create space for them to fill up more players. Plus, that we know what their financial position is. We've spoken about it. So any influx of big cash, 60 million, 70 million, whatever comes in is great at this point.
All right. This seems like it'll go till, I don't know, August 30th.
Yeah, 100%.
A fax machine will be invoked at some point. Talking of, one of the things which we discussed, we will talk about, is because no transfers are happening now. We said, let's talk about some past transfers because we are that desperate for content. And you suggested Robinho.
Yeah.
Was Robinho as protracted as this?
No, absolutely not. So I suggested Robinho
because you, now part of the Newcastle family, always ask me on the WhatsApp group, where is our Robinho? So
no, that's true. But Robinho was supposed to go to your former club Chelsea.
From
Real Madrid. He was at Real Madrid. He was surplus to requirements. Real Madrid went through this Dutch phase where they started getting all this Van der Vaart and Schneider and so on. So this guy was surplus to requirements. Chelsea back then was the top dog in England. They wanted to get him. They were confident, but suddenly Manchester City gets bought over by the Sheiks, as they're called in England.
Yeah.
The Sheiks. And they decide they need a big signing. Back then, Brazil was
the hot thing.
Still the hot thing. Robinho, a former Real Madrid player, was great. So they swooped in at the end.
Like how Chelsea supposedly has done it with, who's this guy now, whom they swooped in, who was about to go to Arsenal. Last week we discussed, Chelsea swooped in and
Jesus went to
not Jesus, man, someone else. Arsenal were supposed to buy him, and then Chelsea swooped in the last minute. And
what? How do you not know who Chelsea have bought?
Not anymore. It's not my concern.
It's like that.
Okay, talking of Robinho.
Any which way. So Robinho, he was like last minute the Sheiks buy him, and the thing is that in the press conference, he says that so Chelsea is a great club. I've come to, and it's the reporter corrected him. Oh, you mean Manchester, right? Like yes, Manchester.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And he just got confused with blue because I don't think he knew any word of English.
Yes. Sky blue and
I mean his agent told him oil buying you blue and he's like, oh, what the hell? He thought Chelsea. I'm sure he's not up to news also.
So he said that on the last day Chelsea made a great proposal and I accepted. And then the reporter said, you mean Manchester?
I don't think he played really well at Manchester City, did he?
Yeah, he had like one good game against Arsenal, which is
okay, good for us. Yeah. So it proves that big money. But swoop in, just do something, guys. Clement Longley is going to Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, easy.
Yes, I don't know why.
But he's been sitting around at Barca doing nothing. So how much is he going for? Any idea?
No idea. Okay. Fabrizio tweeted
Whatever,
it.
the peanuts that that Barca will get paid will add maybe a little to relieve of them of their woes.
Oh man, I at least I hope all these guys who are being transferred by Barca are informed by the club, because Burnley's ex-player has just come out and he said that he found out that he was transferred on social media. No one from the club even bothered calling him. So
That's brilliant. That's
I hope that's not the situation with Barcelona.
Yeah.
But they have Andres Christensen, and
Oh yes,
He-
and he's been revealed.
he's been
Unveiled.
He's been unveiled, and people have started taking off on Barcelona. What's with the camera use of yours? Because it just seemed like those retro photos.
Ah.
Dude, that club is not having a good time at all. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Fun times.
All right, cool. I think we should take a break right
Alright.
now. And after the break, Snehil has sent us a long list. Some shocking news also, which I didn't know. So we'll talk about that. So
Alright.
stay tuned to Football Twaddle. All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Clement Longley is on
Yeah.
loan,
Okay.
not permanent sale.
Uh-huh.
So whatever, who really cares? He doesn't even play. I don't think he's even going to play at Spurs.
Yeah.
So anyway, more Frankie de Jong news. Chelsea have communicated to Barcelona that they would like to go up against Manchester United for Frankie de Jong.
Speaking of swooping in,
Are they going to do this swooping in
I
again?
guess if they are willing to pay the salaries.
Yes. Oh, by the way, the Chelsea thing, which we didn't know which player. Rafinha was the player. Remember the news that they swooped in and all of
But
it.
Rafinha is not a final transfer.
Bhai, this transfer window is all verbal agreements.
Alright.
Nothing ever gets going to get happen.
Man.
So,
It's like politicians.
but Frankie de Jong is more attracted by a move to Chelsea than United, although his main will is to stay at Barcelona.
Yeah, I mean that's not surprising at
Like
all.
जाना ही है तो Chelsea भेजो. All right. Talking of Arsenal, they are worse than even this transfer window. Tielemans has always been on the list of Arsenal. But they will have to be quick, as other clubs have been inquiring for the last few days. These guys are still
man.
making the list.
But yeah, Tielemans will fit in well with Arsenal given they enjoy these type of players.
Okay. Do you know who Nico Williams is?
No.
I've heard of this player.
Have you?
Yes, but I can't.
He sounds like an F1 guy, dude.
No. It don't.
Nico Williams, both are like very F1y.
All right.
names.
Gabriel Jesus are joining Arsenal. It's a big club with a big project. When Edu explained to me
Yeah.
what they want for the future, I was so excited to join Arsenal because I love the project.
Man.
I want to win trophies and I want to win everything. He's at least better than Rubinho. He knows
Yeah.
the club he's gone to. So,
Yeah.
but do you think Jesus will be?
No, Jesus will score a few goals, but I guess the expectations at Arsenal are not much. If he scores like 10 league goals, he'll be a cult figure. So I don't think it's an uphill task for him to succeed there.
All right. Chelsea have a desire to bring in Matthias de Ligt as well. And talking of de Ligt and Juventus, it seems Di Maria has joined Juventus.
Wow.
Yes.
That's out of nowhere, literally.
I think we should stop making the podcast and get Snehil and his brothers to make this. Yeah, because Dybala is left and now Inter have got Lukaku back.
Okay.
So they are not going to sign Dybala. So Dybala is left in the lurch. And it seems Juve have gotten...
Yeah, now when you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I guess it shows how... how Di Maria has gotten old and is not relevant anymore. It's not big enough news to make such a splash.
Okay. Manchester United are now willing to sell Cristiano Ronaldo and want 13 million pounds.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. If the if the gaffer does not want him, then
it'll be a good thing for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would still like him to stay at Old Trafford, but I mean.
Koulibaly would not want to stay in Italy if he were to leave Napoli. Chelsea or Barcelona could be possible destinations.
Yeah, every summer Koulibaly is like a name thrown around, but he just never leaves Napoli, man.
Yeah, you know why he said that?
Why?
Or why that piece of news? Because Juve are supposedly starting to offer 30 million euros for Napoli's Koulibaly.
Okay, yeah, I think Cellini is too old now, so he'll be a good replacement. But I guess there's some sort of a rivalry between the two.
Really? Okay. Bayern Munich have submitted an offer of 75 million euros plus add-ons for de Ligt. Juventus have asked for a minimum base of 80 million euros plus bonuses. Bayern have excellent relationship with the representatives of Delict. This
This is
guy,
a bit odd. I mean, I think his stint at Juve has been sort of underwhelming. I mean, given the hype that
he's
was
actually
created
he's
at
not
Ajax.
played really well at Juve,
Mm.
and he was injured quite a lot.
Mhm.
And Bonucci and Chiellini have been so strong there.
Right.
So I mean, a bit underwhelming is an understatement.
Oh, really?
It
Okay.
was really underwhelming, and he made a lot of mistakes whenever he played. So
Ah.
they kind of like used to not even play him that much.
Right.
All right. West Ham have won the race to sign Swansea City midfielder Flynn Downs.
Skip, man, skip.
No, this is important because does that mean Declan is going out?
Why? Dude, 5 substitutes. They need a backup there, right? And
This is not that big a project that you even West Ham needs 5 substitutes.
aren't they in the lower league of Europe or some shit? Oh, no.
You mean Europa League?
Yeah. No, below that. What's that? Conference League.
They're in conference now.
Are they? Ooh, I don't know who finished 8th.
Arsenal finished 5th, right?
United 6th.
United
7th
6th.
was...
So 5th and 6th go to Europa. I think 7th go to conference.
Yeah.
Then
so
West Ham.
West Ham was 7th or what?
I think so.
Yeah, so they need like a bigger squad if they're gonna post a challenge.
Yes. But this is the interesting part. You know, the money spent by the top 5 leagues
Mhm.
as of date. Premier League is 626 million pounds.
Mhm.
Second is Serie A with 279 million pounds.
Okay.
The money bags of Premier League are buying players. It's just the clubs we focus on.
Yeah.
Never buy anyone.
Or finish all their business before the transfer begins, man.
Yes.
Like there was no Haaland saga or
Oh yeah. I mean, if you add all of
Nunes saga, so
correct. Okay, let us see what else is there. Lewa is still very sure about not continuing at Bayern and sees Barca as his next club.
brilliant.
And this is what Juan Laporta said. We are very thankful to Lewandowski for doing everything he can to want to come here. Now, open Bagawat is what he's asking for.
Man, I mean Barcelona should, float a subsidiary company and buy all these players there.
Talking about subsidiary companies, City Football Group has bought Palermo.
Yeah.
And so they will send all their substitutes to play there
Yeah.
every 6
Yeah,
months.
yes, Serie A is a good league for them to.
Palermo is not even in Serie A.
They're in Serie B?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So,
I don't know. This is just seeming random then.
yeah. But good news for Neymar finally. He has been assured that he's in the future plans of PSG's coach. So he may not be in his present plans, but definitely in his future plans.
When
He's
they get
there.
rid of Mbappe.
Wait.
What?
This definitely can't be news, Snehal. Please, tenses. This can't be. How can the coach say you're in my future plans?
You can future.
You're in my plans. Abhi, season is starting in 4 weeks.
Dude, this must be some French grammar which was lost in translation.
The future. All right. Before we close, Yash, it seems there was also some under 19 Euros going on.
Yeah, England won, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the team you support.
But I mean, I don't know who those players are. Maybe, football has become such a sport where if you're playing in the under 19 World Cup, you know that you're not going to make it in the Premier League.
Oh.
By that time, if you're not in the actual England team, you're like,
Yes.
whatever.
But there is one Aston Villa player who basically shone.
Okay.
And Dortmund really want him,
Mhm.
but it seems Aston Villa are now digging in their heels.
Dortmund really want English players, right?
Young English players, they found
yeah.
that these guys need to play.
Yes.
We'll just get them for cheap and sell them for more.
It's good for England.
It definitely is, dude. I mean, I hope Sancho does well in United next season.
Bellingham. I think Liverpool really want Bellingham this season itself is what all the buzz is.
No, I hope Bellingham stays. He's learned German. He speaks.
Yeah.
He abuses.
I certainly don't want him to go to Liverpool.
Yeah, and he abuses like managers of other clubs in German as well. He's like a little German.
What a cool guy.
Very. I think we spoke about it few months ago, but once Dortmund lost the game to Bayern,
Right.
and Bellingham basically told the referee, we know where he come, what past he has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're bigly on this.
Anyway, fine. So I'll
Right.
keep a tracker and I will evaluate you on this next week. What
what?
transfer is going to close this week? So right from today, which is Thursday, we are recording to next Thursday.
What are the options?
I don't know. Whatever you say,
I think Manchester United will buy Lisandro Martinez.
Pakka in a week.
Yeah.
All right. So you're 100% sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're holding a gun to my head, so
Yeah, I
I'm saying
am.
yes. Yeah, so fair
all,
enough.
all right, that's it. Nothing else is
And
going to happen.
who's linked to Chelsea? Chelsea will finish the Raheem Sterling signing.
Yeah, that. Come on, if they don't do it in a week more, it's going to be just so sad.
Yeah.
They're flying to US or whatever, no? To
Yeah,
train.
yeah, preseason training.
Yeah. Then what else is going to happen?
Then who else is linked to whom?
Frankie? No.
Frankie will drag on, man. It's just
All
you know,
right.
it's gonna-
Who else do we know? Will Spurs sign someone? Fine, I'm giving you this
Spurs have almost revamped their squad. Who else is
entirely. So, but will they sign
there?
someone?
I mean, I'm sure Conte wants one the signing, but who all have they bought? They've bought
They have Clement Longley.
Perisic.
They have Perisic,
They have
Clement
bought Rich
Longley.
Garrison
Yes.
and someone in midfield as well, right?
One Southampton guy or someone they've got. Not Southampton, a lower league fellow. One more fellow. Middlesbrough or something.
Yeah, Spence.
Spence. So that guy they got. Then they already have
No, Conte plays with 3 at the back, right? And they have a center
They have
back
Kulusevski and Bernadeschi anyway.
They have confirmed them as.
I don't know if they've
think.
confirmed,
Okay.
but they have. So
Hmm.
so he's literally changed the entire team.
No, who's the striker? I mean,
Harry Kane.
Acha,
All-
right.
Oh, before we go, I heard the subtitles
Mhm.
of a very funny podcast done by Kulusevski in Argentina or something, and where he was talking about the last day.
Right.
So it seems he was tackled by a player.
Hmm.
I don't know who they played, and I was not too bothered. But the way he said it was so funny. He was tackled by a player. He said, "Ki if I go down, this guy will definitely get a red or something." And then he's like, "Arey, yaar, leave it. The goal is open. So let me just go and score a goal." So he takes the ball, and then because by the time he decides if he has to stay down or get up, he sees the keeper approaching. So he's like, "Ki chalo,
बिगड़ जाता.
no, let me just take the ball and try and score a
Right.
goal." Then he goes around the keeper and he's like, damn, I have just too much time to think. He's like, okay, fine, let me take one more touch. And then he takes the touch and then he's like, okay, let me take one more touch before I score the goal.
Wow, man, he has so much time. Yeah.
He said, I just had so much time
Uh-huh.
because it was an open goal. And while I was doing that, we had Son running this side. And he said Son needed 1 goal for Golden Boot.
Right.
And it was decided pre-match that literally every pass has to go to Son
Right.
if it's a goal-scoring
Right, right.
opportunity. And so Son said, pass the ball. And this guy is like, okay, fine, screw scoring goal. Let me assist Son.
Right.
He tries to kick the ball to Son, but his feet, because he had so much time to think and process,
Mhm.
his feet got stuck in the ground.
Oh God.
And he was like, and then the best part was after that, he's like, I thought I'm the worst player in the world. What have I done? This is just so unfair. Oh God, why are you doing this? And so Kulusevski is to blame for Son not getting the golden boot.
Man, so sad.
And our nemesis, Salah. What, they joined one, right?
Joint on us.
Which
yeah.
was unfair, but
Yep.
whatever. All right. On that note, Yash,
All right.
if these transfers don't happen next week, I will just get someone else
Ah,
and you can stay home.
sad.
I will get Tanuj Baru in.
Wow. All the best.
All right, Yash, take care.
Bye bye.
And all of you guys listening to the podcast, please give us a rating and review us on Apple Podcasts or any other platforms because that will help other people discover our podcast as well. So this is Saru signing off this week's Football Twaddle.